Hello, this is John Royan. This is the sixth in a series of vlog discussions done for the media and culture class under China Zakira. For this discussion, we will be covering Charpentier's essay on story or spectacle, why television is better than movies, and Jake Flanagan, Stay Unlikable for the good of TV. The primary lens through which I will be analyzing these two essays, these two readings, is through the lens of their usage of evidence. Now, first I'll outline the context. Now, Charpentier's sort of talking about the sort of ascendancy of television programming, which is now beginning to overtake movies in terms of viewership. According to him, it's starting to overtake them in, just the general market that they were in. Now, he has some very upfront claims about television's newfound superiority, so he would need some expertise to back up these claims. Well, he most certainly does. Sort of reading the context of who he is, according to the text right here, he is actually he has a bachelor's degree in computer graphics and informative science. So he is very qualified. But of course, it is one thing to state one's qualifications and one thing to show them. And he most definitely shows them. Repeatedly throughout the course of his argument towards television success, he makes some statements from very notable names in the film industry. And he takes these statements from people such as Spielberg or Lucas, who are highly well regarded in the film industry. And he sort of actually straight up pulls and says, hey, they themselves are saying film is declining as a whole. And that, if that isn't an appeal to authority, two of the biggest names in the film industry, then, well, I don't know what is. And in addition to that, he uses evidence from the statistical success of shows such as Sopranos and other well-named knowns in television, or well-known names, sorry, slip of the tongue there, well-known names in television to sort of lend a lot more credence to his argument. So that's generally what his argument is outlined along. Now we have a similarly credible person, Flanagan, who is very opinionated, but takes a more observational route when it comes to his evidence, which is no less qualified. Now, he sort of has this interesting perspective regarding the unlikability of certain characters in television media, such as that of the Mindy Project. And he primarily hinges his argument on the identification of repeating trends. And it's hard to argue with him because, he is able to kind of rhetorically peel back and expose the layers of these very commonly seen character archetypes that are shown in films that he also cites as having a lot of statistical success. Now, he has a lot less empirical statistical evidence to back up what he's saying, but his arguments are sound enough that they're able to kind of carry themselves through general logos alone. And it is through the usage of these examples, that Flanagan is really able to properly cement his argument. So what is the difference between them? Well, Charpentier is much less shy about his usage of certain pieces of evidence. He's very much more concerned with statistics. He has names, he has dates, he has figures. Flanagan is a bit different on the other hand, but his arguments use the qualification of, rhetorical strength and just being able to properly understand his subject matter. It is through that method that Flanagan is also able to put forth his argument. I won't make an argument for which one is stronger or weaker, because from what I can tell, they seem like both equally valid methods of getting one's rhetoric across.